Hello there and welcome back. We have a lot to talk about. If you watched the last video all the way till the very end, you may have noticed something in the credits where I may have revealed that both Viulu Wurzo and Brune Kaxfnu, both technically in different variations of code breaking and of alphabet shifting mischievous stuff, both technically will translate to silver trowel. I was kind of being lazy with the puzzle. I actually should have looked at the clue, which is like the month with the least amount of nights divided by 3. Well, whatever. I guess in the end, it's okay. We're back here, and we'll choose the correct response this time, okay? Not too bad at all. And we'll wait for our reply from this secret organization, or whatever it is. We also had this weird royal marriage with the Principality of Lushi thing this time, so now both of our countries have this extremely positive modifier, and we have non-aggression pact, and we're guaranteeing each other, so that was cool. Maybe I should have read the event, but we don't have time for silly things of this world today. I turned off historical focuses this time too. Immediately noticed this blotch of red here. I haven't seen anything different happen over here besides communist Deer's Republic, but that doesn't really change anything in the long run. Okay, and we were right that second time. There were really only 2 options, so if I did it wrong the first time, it of course had to be the other option, but let's get it right the first time. This time. Okay, that's a lot of times. Secrets, mysteries, unseen. You are heading to your personal quarters after a hard day at work. In the office, as you approach the room, you noticed its door is wide open. Did the foolish chambermaid leave it like that? You'd scold her if it was the case. Inside the room, lit by a curious candle, you see a strange but familiar triangle-shaped letter lying on your nightstand. Somewhat hesitantly, you open it to see what madness it contains this time. Okay. Why couldn't they just give us something easy, like calculus? Like, honestly, calculus or something would be easier than this. I don't know. I don't really understand the A minus Z part. I don't know. I know the percent sign's also a mathematical function, too. Maybe it's that. I don't know, though. Oh no, this just gets worse looking closely at it. Remember using parallelograms to define affine transformations? Maybe a mixed blessing? Why? Why are we doing affine transformations? What does that even... Why does transforming lines... I assume this is transforming a linear line even matter? Oh wait. I may just be a genius, okay? Okay, I was kind of looking at the problem again, and I realized there's that percent sign and then 26, and there's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? So I think I might know what's going on. This isn't like, if every letter in the English alphabet, we can give it like a number. Like, so, let's take the first letter / number F, which is like number 6, and then we put that in for X, we get A, which is 19, times X, which is 6, and then we add 21 to it. Then I can't remember what the function of the percent sign. I know sometimes the percent sign is used... I think I had to do something with remainders or something. I don't know. I think it's divided by 26 and then remainder is your answer. Okay, so here we go. Dividend. Who knew I'd be doing math today? 135. And then this is 26. Let's calculate it. 5. Remainder 5. I don't think this was the right way to solve the puzzle. I guess I could just write out the long division, but who has time for that? But I really don't think this was the right way to solve the puzzle, though, because it doesn't make sense that this F goes to an E, right? Well, and we're not even doing anything with, like, the A minus Z. The A minus, I feel like we're on the right track. Maybe, kind of. I just don't get it, like A minus Z, that's just some random expression thrown into the middle of this thing. What is it? But here's my idea. So, we know that, F, Y, F equals, has to go to... So we have Y, which is I. So we have, well, okay, so we have Y equals, right? And I can probably... I could just, like, write a program, and A is probably 0, and I... We're having some difficulties, per se, but think about it. This equation maybe doesn't even matter at all, because we can use logical deduction to figure out what every letter is, okay? So, let me get a... We know F has to be I, right? And there's a high chance that F is I, so let's just say that F is I. We're also, by doing this, we assume that every letter only will change to one other letter, which I think makes sense, probably. Then we also have a clue right here. T is also by itself, so T has to be A, even though O can also be a one-letter word. We're gonna make the assumption that there's no, like, O's used in here. I don't think that would kind of be a little weird. And also F is used again right here, too. So this is probably and I would think. And then this also has to be an A. So this definitely is an A because this is definitely I am. So L is also M. Breaking the system here, you see. Something, something, A, something. Glad. Probably glad. I am glad. Something, something, something. And two-letter word that starts a sentence. And it's one of the letters we know. Two-letter word that starts with an A that isn't am. At, maybe? At? I feel like I'm doing like a Sudoku or something right now. Wow, Minesweeper. I really don't want to make the assumption already that H is T. And T is a common letter, so there has to be a lot of H's, right? Are there a lot of H's? There are actually very few H's. But enough that I think that H could be T, possibly. There's also an F followed by a G, which so a two-letter word that starts with I, probably in. I can't think of anything else. I'm quickly going through every 26 possibilities of two-letter words that start with I, and I don't think there's one besides in. Besides it, I guess it could be it. But if H is T, then it's definitely not it. G is probably N. Yeah, G is probably N. So this is an interesting word. So this is N something A something. Could be near. Yeah, that works. Near. I hope every letter only equals one letter, and this is this easy. I really hope so. It makes sense though. So if this is near, then G. So G is N. Z is E, which makes sense because there's a lot of E, because E is the most common letter in the alphabet, and Z is the most common letter in this thing. So just based off of frequency, Z should be E. So that makes sense too. So that kind of confirms that we're on the right track. And then M is R. And there's a lot of M's and there's a lot of R's in English too. And now I feel like I'm not just doing Stoke, I'm doing like a Wheel of Fortune at the same time. Like, I am something that we can't really decipher, but then this one, KTSZ, is interesting. So it's something A, something E, which there are a lot of words that follow that format in English. What could it be? I feel like that's a hard word to go for. I think an easier one would probably be this. Wait, oh, we actually know what that is. That's me. Okay, so here is what I have so far. It's a good start, I guess, but it's not the best right now. This may just be lucky, and this might not actually have anything to do with the code, but maybe we don't have to decipher the code, because leave your answer encoded in the same cipher. Maybe we just need to know that the answer is in the same code as this code, and right here is a single F, so there's a 50-50 shot that these two are 100% in the same code, definitely, because a single F and a single F, there aren't that many words that start with an I that are that many letters long, I would think. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem like this word would fit in the code. And this is a word that's something OU too. This one just doesn't make sense that it's in the code. This one, I definitely don't think it's the middle one. Maybe it translates though, depending on what the code is, or even if multiple letters mean multiple. It could be anything really, because like this is something O-N something. How many words follow that pattern? Cone? That wouldn't be at the end of an exclamation, so that doesn't make sense. You wouldn't yell cone at the end of a sentence. That doesn't make sense. Why would you yell cone? Well, I guess there's that parallelogram thing in this too, so anything is possible, but you would never yell cone at the end of a sentence. But yeah, it can't be the last one. The last one doesn't make sense. This one, it has to be there's one reason to believe it's the first, and one reason to believe it's not the third. And yeah, that's definitely not this one. They broke into my bedroom. Yeah, it is kind of frightening, but I think it's the first, just based off of context. Kind of like, I feel like we started trying to do the actual puzzle, gave up on that, started just trying to decipher it based off of common sense Sudoku random magic, and now we've just given up and we're just trying to compare the answers to the puzzle. So let's go with it. It's just so bad. It's just so hard. Guess who's a genius? Yes, this guy. Haha, that's epic. Unless, wait, I don't even know. Do you still get them all even if you do one incorrectly? I don't think so. It can't be, but let's continue. At midnight, you arrive at the riverside dock at Bikau. You notice 6 to 9 ominous silhouettes nearby. Shortly before one of them begins to play a piano, one of the silhouettes grows bigger as it approaches you, the light of the moon shining upon his pitch black hood. He stops just as you are thinking about pulling out your pistol. He speaks softly. "Hello there, my dearest friend. You need not my rod to lend. It is dark, all is but gray. The time is for sleep, not play, but stars hide from the sleeper, as does the star's grim reaper. But when the brilliantly dies, something new forms in the sky, yet nothing lives forever. Some die again, however, reborn again, changed yet quite same in a chain, hard, soft, floating, shiny, aflame, until the last one became cold middle end of the game. Now before the light we fade, say the last death of the tail, alpha, beta negative, beta plus, it, period." What? Oh no, this one's even worse. Well, the last one you kind of could just cheese it, probably, using that F thing, but, or maybe it wasn't cheesing it and I just got lucky, but is there like a pattern? What even are these answers though? Even if I understood the pattern, what are the answers? I guess if I figure out what beta negative and beta plus means, maybe I'll have a better idea of what this is. Is there like a pattern in the riddle or something? I don't know, it's definitely not something with like a rhyme scheme, because I was thinking like AABB but that doesn't even make sense what the last death of the tail is. It also could be sequence something, like you start, I don't know, the star. That doesn't even make sense either, because when I was thinking, say, the last death of the tail, I was thinking probably last word of the tale. What happens at the end of the tale? Is it, I can't tell. Is it supposed to be really complicated, or is it, like, simple? Like, the star dies, leading to a new beginning? That's kind of what it's talking about. Say alpha, but then, like, what does beta negative and beta plus mean? Is that, like, radiation stuff? I don't know. I really don't know. This is like, I'm just pretty much, I have no certain, I haven't figured out what this is. I would say probably my best guess would be alpha, but that's literally based off of nothing. That's based off of the death of the tail is the start of a new one. Is that the answer? If that's the answer, then I'm secretly a genius, or I'm just really lucky. I don't know. I'm gonna think about this a little more. Okay, I read it like 3 more times. I still don't get anything else out of it, so we're just gonna guess that. Oh, I forgot. Well, that was fast. Usually I have to like wait a year for a new one, but I guess that means we got it right. Yes. Oh, I feel completely unfulfilled, but because I'm pretty sure that the way I got the right answer was unintentional, unless that was the wrong answer and the game just lets me think it's right. Because besides that one I restarted on, I technically haven't got one wrong, and I don't know what happens when you do get one wrong, if something does happen when you do. This is just getting increasingly complicated the more I think about it. This can't be as hard, right? Secrets, consequences, unforeseen. The mysterious figure gazes strangely at you, then you manage to see the slightness of smiles. Very good indeed. Now, how many triangles do you see in this artwork? What? Only if he told me what it meant. He's like, oh, very good, you saw that the death of the tail was the beginning of a new star, like in the thing. Yeah, there's just one, right? One is the right answer, right? What is this? Is this like, are we dealing with Euclidean geometry here? Like, what counts as a triangle here? Zoom in. Here we go. Okay, we're zooming in. Okay, so looking closely at it, like this is definitely 1, and this is definitely 2, and this is definitely 3. 4, there's also like, I think this is also 1, and this is also 1. Okay, this is probably the one that I'm most confident. Oh wait, there's one unmentioned number. No, that's terrible. Yeah, I think unmentioned number is wrong though, because he says 1, 4, or 6, but technically you could make an infinite amount of triangles just by like making stuff up and saying, oh, you could imagine each triangle as being an infinite amount of triangles because you can make triangles inside of the triangles. Okay, let's just go with 6. Okay, if it's wrong, then that's sad. Yeah, okay, I went on for about a year and then I decided that it's probably I did it wrong. And I kind of thought back, the original thing I said was like about, you know, Euclidean geometry, right? So like this is like the only actual triangle. So it's probably, if it's not 6, it can't be 4. It has to be like, these other things don't count as triangles. Wrong. Yeah, so it was 1. It was just counting the one with the 3 straight lines. Okay, they can have that one. Correct. The details can sometimes disguise the overall picture. There was only one triangle, the outer one. Okay, they actually explain it. Thank you. Now, who do those poems refer to? Stage for dawn. Oh no. There's no way I can do this. I know nothing about this MLP lore or anything, unless this only has something to do with the mod, but I doubt it's that simple. Okay, so here's my logic this time, okay? This is extremely amazing professional logic right here. It says moon in the middle one, and there's only one that has Luna in the middle of the 3. Is this genius or is this completely wrong? I don't know, but this is my logic today. Hopefully this is 10 out of 10 logic. If this is right, this might be the easiest one if that's the right answer. I kind of have a feeling that that's not the right answer now because all the events were starting to be instant and that didn't instantly give me the right answer. Never mind, my logic did win in the end. That leaves us 3 for 4 for today's events. And grain deal from Lucy too. Yeah, they can buy it, sure, why not? We just lose political power and then get 1 extra factory for a while. But yeah, secrets unfold the screen. Days go by, you still occasionally remember the strange meeting. Okay, so that entire meeting thing was like kind of its own sequence. Those 3 events or whatever. But nothing happened since. On the 75th day, you return home. You once again find a strange envelope. You roll your eyes and open the letter inside. A strange device begins to speak. So what is that language? You start reading the message inside. Intelligenta... Oh no. I guess this is a perfect time for Google Translate. Why are we doing this? Wait, so this starts in Romanian. This first bit, and it says our intelligence marks the high activity in nuclear research in all the countries in the world. What? The second part is like in its own language. Finnish, I think. Listen now, dear priest, listen to me as we look at the bleak horn as Horna looks back on, as what? And now it's Maori? What? We have had huge behaviors. Something can't be stopped. That must be stopped. Something must be stopped. Corsican, do you have support? Or do we have support, maybe is what it's supposed to be. So the first answer is it's not a good idea, which we probably don't want to say that. The second one is, yes, we need to take this. The third one I cannot seem to translate, but I think yes, it's the second one, right? It has to be the second one. The second one is like, yes, we're gonna do this. Well, this looks interesting, but I've been at this for a long time. Oh, it's sad. That first one took the longest. I don't even know how. I think I just got lucky with that one. But anyway, that's where I've got to end it off today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. There'll be a link right after this to the next video if you need the rest of the answers. If there's not one, then that means the video hasn't come out yet, and you guys are watching this in short time after I posted it, so give yourselves a pat on the back by liking this video.